Are you recording? You doing this thing?
Yep.
Man, fucking great. I loved it. It's so good.
Just make sure you don't choke on your ambition.
Except for that. And the nightmare phases. Fucking great. Loved it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Guys Talk Comics. I'm Josh.
And I'm Keegan.
Keegan has almost no voice because of last night's podcast. And we're joined by Gabby.
Yay, I'm Gabby.
We went and saw Rogue One, and it's very late. But
It's 2 in the morning.
we just couldn't stop talking about it, so we wanted to record.
Old Kebab over there made us go and
So,
record it.
I guess we'll give just our opinion, and then it's going to be spoilers, because we're just going to talk about it.
Non-stop spoilers.
Candidly, just kind of everything we enjoyed about it. It's not really to you guys, it's just because we want to keep talking about it,
Yeah,
and
it's
we'll
great.
share our opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I think everyone liked it.
I thought it was
Yeah,
great.
I thought it was really good.
Honestly,
it was really great.
You guys know I think 7 is a shit show, so seeing a Star Wars movie done so well.
It's high praise from Gabby.
Yeah, this is like...
Okay.
I would have to wait till the second viewing to say it for sure, but I think this is my number 3. I think it's going to go
Yeah.
5 for this. This is fucking amazing. It's
Yeah,
outrageously good.
I really think that's where I could put it too.
Yeah. I agree. Alright, spoilers.
Alright.
You know what? We've been, right before we started pulling this up, we were talking about how, in the movie, we get to see General Tarkin and we get to see Leia again. And it's
Disturbing.
it's disturbing to Gabby. It was like crazy for me to see it.
It was really cool.
I was like, holy shit, they got... Like, we've seen movies where they've done that. They've done it with The Crow.
In Fast 7.
They did it in Fast 7. They did it in The Gladiator. But this time around, it was like the first time they had like...
Big talking parts.
Yeah, it was like... They're like, fuck it. It's going to be a actual actor this time.
Yeah.
And they didn't bother with like getting the original... Well, you know, the original actors probably really couldn't play the parts.
No.
Is the guy who played Tarkin still alive even?
I don't think so.
Go check it out, man. I want to know now. I just assumed he was dead.
played?
He was old as fuck like 40 years ago.
Okay, Google.
Tell us your secrets, Google.
Who played General Tarkin?
It's Peter Weller. Peter Cushing.
And he's got to be fucking... How long is he dead for?
He died in 1994. So yeah, there's no
I was
fucking
5
way
years
he could
old.
play that.
They just dig out a skeleton.
Yeah.
Here you go.
So there's no way he could play it. And Leia, well, she's not necessarily looking as good as she did back then.
Voice is still good though.
Her voice is great. Don't get me wrong. She's still sassy as hell.
Yeah.
Who?
I love old ladies.
I
love-
Fisher.
Carrie Fisher,
Carrie
yeah.
Fisher.
Okay.
I'm loving Golden Years Princess Leia. It's great.
Yeah. So they couldn't play it, so they got other actors and actresses.
It was
to,
Guy Henry is the one that played Grand Moff Tarkin. And then I
He
can't...
did a pretty
I'm
good
gonna,
voice for him, but
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, for me, it was really jarring and noticeable. I'm the minority here. You guys...
No, at first seeing it, I was like,
I just, every time
the fuck? Either that they got an actor that looks just like him, or
something's gone
and then
crazy.
yeah.
No,
But no, it was
instantly, I knew it was CGI, 'cause it was like,
Oh, yeah.
the skin doesn't move like human skin, and it
Yeah.
freaked me out.
that's the problem with CGI. It can get super close. You can make stuff look super realistic,
At least
but it
right
still
now.
doesn't. It still has that uncanny valley
Yeah, it's
look to it.
deep in the valley now. They say like as it gets closer, like you're okay with stuff, and then when it gets really close, that's when it starts looking nightmarish. Like,
Yeah.
that's why it's the valley, because it's like you're okay with stuff, and then when it gets really close to looking human, you're like, this is fucking nightmare fuel.
So that's probably like the biggest.
So this is like probably the closest we are right now to making things look realistically human. But I think it's an interesting choice. I feel like it's gonna hurt the watchability of the movie in 10 years.
Oh yeah, when
don't
we have
think
better
so.
CGI that
That's
looks
the thing.
real.
I feel like they made a good...
because if you watch Gladiator, which a lot of his role was CGI, it doesn't hurt the movie.
I haven't watched Gladiator in like more than a decade.
I just watched it not too long ago.
It is a good movie.
Did it look
Great
good
movie.
still?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it will. I mean,
I feel like for me, having the effect look this bad already, and then when they get...
I didn't think it looked bad. It was just jarring to see those characters again. Especially, I felt like Leia was more jarring than he was because Leia was like
undulating.
it was.
Her eyeballs were like going like.
I did not see
Dead.
that.
I didn't see that,
They
but
look dead.
Yeah, you look like you're like, hey, here's this dead body, Princess Leia that we.
I didn't think she
rolled
was
out
going to
for.
talk at all.
I
But
didn't
then
think she was going
they,
to turn around.
They should have just kept her.
yeah, if they just didn't have her
They
turn
should have just
around,
had
people
Carrie
would
Fisher
have
do
been
the
like.
voice and just had that body double, and I would have been like, thank you for not showing me another nightmare.
But
Because Tarkin, even though it works, I'm like, well, he's a scary motherfucker anyway.
I guess
And
that's
in
how
the-
it works with him is
in the
because he's
first-
already scary. So
Yeah, he's already
now he's more scary.
Yeah, he's
What if? Wait, how does General? It's been again.
Tarkin.
I was telling them earlier.
Grandma
It's been a
Tarkin dies on the Death Star.
Yeah.
He dies on there.
in
What if he
episode
doesn't?
4.
What if he is
Just
Snoke?
keep doing his fucked up face forever.
Well, Snoke kind of looks like him.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any face stuff.
Alright, so
That's
now
what I like about
Josh
him. He's
is
just like he's
throwing-
not some like space evil villain. He's just like he's just a regular guy.
Okay.
He's a dirty motherfucker.
So Rogue One
That's why I like it.
killed
Everyone.
Everyone,
everybody.
everyone died. Just how I imagined it would be from
It was
the
great.
book. Is that everyone fucking dies?
Well, yeah, from the movies, you kind of
They
take
say,
it
yeah,
as...
we lost a lot of spies for it.
Yeah.
No Bothans. Nope, not a single Bothan was lost. That was weird for me a little bit. They could have thrown a token one out there, just like there's a Bothan.
There's a Bothan. He died.
Which is, I don't know. It was really weird because you're like, couldn't they have gone on to a ship? I felt like they could instead of like...
Oh yeah, because they
Making that-
did that the first time, but the pilot got blown up.
So they had no pilot.
No, but...
Well, I guess the guy.
The guy was the original pilot.
The robot was the original. pilot.
Robot was like his co-pilot
He
that
was
did
the
the
Chewie.
navigation.
That's true, because he went ram. That's right. 'cause he
He's
had
like,
it.
fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
And leaves at that part when
Yeah,
they
when
shoot
they-
the Death Star the first time.
Yeah.
They just did
So-
test firing in this one,
I'm-
which was great.
I'm okay. I think it's more just like they came out of the elevator, they saw shit was fucked. They're like, we're nowhere near anything. We don't know where any ships are.
Or did they do
Let's
that
just have
to
some
tie up
makeouts.
the plot so there's no plot holes?
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly,
They also cleaned up.
you saw there was nothing around them. What are they going to do? Be like, oh, look, here's a ship.
What year did the first Star Wars come out?
77,
77,
I
so
want to say.
40 years ago. So they cleaned up a 40-year-old plot hole with this
It
movie.
didn't really need to be. Anyone really cared about the
People
crappy...
do care. There
Yeah,
is
I mean
people
that's the
that
one
care.
thing everyone points out because they're like,
yeah.
both the Death Stars had this hole, and then they had a fucking giant planet that also had this hole in it.
Well, to be fair, the second Death Star didn't have that hole. It just
Yeah.
wasn't finished.
Yeah.
They just
And
flew into it and said, fuck shit up.
Star
Yeah.
Killer Base also did not have that hole. They actually had armor over the hole. They
That's
only-
true, but it was also like you could walk in to there and put mines everywhere and blow
I
it
feel
up.
like that's pretty accurate to any military installation.
Yeah.
If once you are in somewhere,
So
no matter how secure it is, shit's fucked.
Yeah.
I feel like we just watched Days of Future Past. The way Gabby was talking about it.
I feel like I haven't really paid enough attention to Days of Future Past to fucking make a statement on that movie. I watched it like half of it once. It was good.
Best scene in the entire movie though.
Oh,
Darth Vader showing up
Oh,
at the
Darth
end
Vader's great. I love
for his
little-
horror scene where he
His little
fucking-
fucking saber pirouette.
yeah.
Just
Just
when
like
they're
a
all waiting
casual
and you're
spin.
like,
It's great.
you can hear him breathing, and then all of a sudden it's just like,
Yeah. Like it's all dark in the room and there's a bunch of rebels locked in this room because the door gets stuck and you just hear like bang bang on the door and all the lights go out and then smoke just starts to like appear from the doorway and it's black. See, that's what I loved about it was that like dark blackness started to form
Yeah,
into the
it
room.
was great.
And then he's like and you're like,
I love it. Yeah,
oh, Darth Vader's gonna fuck everyone up.
and it's great because every room he goes into, the
Yeah.
lights go out. It's fucking great.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Because then when he chases the guy after, when he cuts the fucking door open through the guy,
All the lights start flickering.
yeah,
and going
everything
down.
just goes down. Yeah, he's a fucking
no,
monster.
just-
It's great.
The way he was like, they would shoot at him, and he's just like, nope, shoots right back at them with that same laser.
Well, and
Yeah.
he's like going through the entire hallway, and he's got his lightsaber out.
Yeah, he does
He's not
his little
even.
casual spin.
He's not even fucking trying. He's like
that makes sense.
pirouette.
Because he's supposed to be the like balancing force, so it makes sense that he's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like he's so
it's-
in tune with everything that's going on. He's just like Yep, I should probably move this here now.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just
to be fair, he did put balance in the Force. I mean, he made it so there was only 2 Jedi and 2
Yes.
Sith.
Yeah, I fucking hate that stupid thing, so can we just never talk about that again?
And then he did
That's like the-
destroy the Sith. So, I mean, he
Yes,
fulfilled
it
his
goes
entire
full
prophecy.
circle twice, I know. I do not like it.
Space Jesus.
I know it was like George Lucas's thing, and it was supposed to be like this big, like, oh, he did bring balance to the Force by killing the Jedi. And it's like, well, we knew he was going to kill the Jedi, so I really didn't
Did
need
we,
any
though?
of that. Yeah, they're all fucking dead in 4.
Well, clearly. But what if Darth Vader didn't kill all the Jedi?
Oh,
What if it was
right.
Jar Jar Binks?
It was Jar Jar Binks, right? Sith Lord Jar Jar Binks,
Fucking
who's immune
Jar
to Force
Jar's always
powers.
in the background.
So that's what I like.
Jar Jar.
There's no comedy relief
We don't. There's
characters
too
like Jar
many
Jar.
of them, Jar Jar.
I'm glad that the comedy relief in this was a really badass droid.
That's
That
great.
killed
He's
people.
so reminiscent of the droids in the Knights of the Old Republic games. Fucking HK droids, they're great.
He reminds me of the droid in the Darth Vader comics, in the Dr. Aphra comics now as well.
Go look up HK droids. They're great.
Well,
Go
look
look
up,
up the
what was the
dialogue.
name of this droid?
KS-120 or something like that.
I thought it was K8. Because it always sounded like it was saying Kate.
Droid Rogue One.
That's bullshit,
It
probably.
is
It sounded like a
K2SO.
K2SO. See, I always heard it as Kate. I was like, yep, there's
It's
Kate.
almost like his name is Jenner, so.
Like I said, every time I saw it, every time I heard it, it just sounded like he was like, hey, Kate. I was like, okay, robot's name's Kate.
Yeah, his name's like
I'm great with this.
Kesso. I guess if you use
Definitely
the two as a...
the
Just
best
like
droid
Jenner, so.
in all of the films, by far. Fuck every other droid, they all suck.
So how did... Okay,
Except
so
for
there-
maybe old expanded lore IG-88. The little murder cylinder. Fucking love him.
what about the droid in New Hope? The red and white one? I forget his
It just
name.
bursts into flames
Yeah,
instantly.
but there's like a whole backstory where he's actually in tune with the Force and that he knew if R2-D2 didn't go with him, the Empire would win.
So he blew
Oh.
himself up.
So he blew himself.
Oh my god, that's great.
Luckily, that's no longer canon since Disney bought it.
That's fucking,
I mean, you-
that's great. I love it.
You didn't enjoy
Self-aware droid.
what's his
Offing itself
fucking
is great.
what's his fucking name from episode 7?
BB-8?
BB-8.
BB-8's
BB-8 was
adorable,
great.
but I like my droid snarky. I like my Vader, no
Yeah.
snark, and my droid's extra snark.
You didn't like this?
Yeah, where he has the lighter for a thumb.
Yes, it's adorable.
Yeah.
I love BB-8. I just like this one.
BB-8's adorable because he's like
BB-8
the
was
little
also
child.
built in Colorado, so...
better. But still, I just like when a droid can talk, and I like when they're pretty casual about murdering.
Yeah.
That's why I like the HK droids in KOTOR.
It's pretty awesome when
great.
he gets a gun at the end. She's like, "You're gonna need it," and so he's like, "Thanks." And then he like
Door
beats up
opens and
3.
it's just like-
Yeah, he beats up 3 stormtroopers.
Yeah,
One
he
shoots
locked
him in the
his gun
back, and he flips around and shoots them all
it's
James
great.
Bond style.
It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then he's just sitting there
guys
like
need to play-
fucking them all up while he's.
Yeah, you guys need to go fucking play KOTOR so you can see other great murder droids. Here's what's great in KOTOR, right? So you get your Revan, as you know,
Okay.
and you find a droid on Tatooine. It's the HK droid, and he's really kind of a shithead. And if you just kind of let him do his thing, he'll just keep killing people. You'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" But you need him to translate because he can speak Sand People dialect. But he'll just like have you kill all the Sand People if you leave him to it. It's great. He's like, "They're gonna talk about a bunch of history. It's fucking boring. Let's just kill them." He's great. I love the HK. But he's a droid Revan programmed. So he's like, "Master, you're back."
Well, clearly Revan wanted
And he
a
calls everyone,
killbot.
and he calls everyone meatbags. It's great. And then in KOTOR 2, you meet HK again, but he's been copied, and there's like a bunch of like snarky murder droids trying to murder you before you meet him. It's great. They're like, they're like pretending to be helpful to you at the start of the game, and they're like, let's get you out of this asteroid, and they're like, it's like we would fucking kill you. They're doing like a snarky British accent the whole time. You're like, okay,
Right, let's
And
get
then
you out of here.
You just run into him so many.
Psych!
Yeah, you're
We're
like
about to kill you.
not quite that British, like robot British.
They're just gonna have Michael Caine play a droid.
I'm Michael Caine, robot.
Yes,
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
But yeah, if you guys like Murder Droid, if you don't mind a slightly more sociopathic Murder Droid, KOTOR 1 and 2.
I really enjoy robots that are insane and like to kill people.
For Star Wars character development, KOTOR 2 is just over the top. It's so good. Every character in there is like good enough to have
So
be a main
Fallout
character in the
4,
movie.
just to like sidetrack.
Fucking sucks.
My
Except for
it.
I love Nick.
Nick is my partner that always hangs out with me, and I'm like, so Nick, what do you want to do? And he's like, I'm gonna go sit on that chair over there and not do anything. I'm like, great, Nick, thanks.
Thanks.
You're doing
You're
the
super
world
helpful.
so much help. But he always has some snarky thing when somebody's like doing something.
Yeah, so I usually play those games solo, but I did like bringing him along because Mysterious Stranger. Every time it happens, no matter what's going on, he's like, "Wait, come back!"
Well, you find in his office.
Oh, in his office.
In his office, you find underneath his bed is a little page, and it's like the mysterious stranger. Who is he? He shows up and disappears, and he's got like a whole like dossier on
Yeah,
it.
it's great.
And I'm like, great, it's awesome.
I love it. I love the interaction. I stopped playing that game.
Nah,
I just
I
stopped.
understand. I just wanted to have a side thing that I'm like,
I
my
bet-
favorite characters in games is to have a robot
Yeah,
as
I
my
like,
friend.
I like
to walk around with
Nick. He's definitely a different.
Also, Codsworth. I had him before Nick, and then I'm like, bye, Codsworth, and he's like, all right, sir.
Oh yeah,
Sir, should I kill this person?
I kept the dog because I didn't want to have to talk to anyone.
I didn't.
But then Nick came in and I was like, Nick's great. You could come, Nick.
The reason I didn't keep dog meat with me was because I was so damn scared that he was gonna get hurt, and I didn't have the perk that because if you level it up,
puppies.
well, if you level it up,
I don't think puppies is in that game. I think dog meat's just straight invincible.
Yeah.
Why are you on
But-
Fallout now?
What?
Because we love.
I just had a side thing. Jess is also here. She's
Hi,
having,
I'm Jess.
but I didn't have the perk. There's a perk for your companions where it's like your companion does more damage.
Oh, and they can't hurt you.
And they have more carrying capacity. They can't hurt you. And then the last one is you can't hurt them. And unfortunately, my shotgun in that is an explosive shotgun, so they always like run into battle. So I'm like, well, you're in the way.
Goodbye, dog.
Yeah, so then they get downed, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
You feel so bad.
I
that
shot
a
you.
dog.
Yeah.
Not all these other dogs.
And if you hurt them enough, they will turn on you.
Oh my god.
Your companions.
That's funny.
And they will not be your companions anymore. So I had to be very careful with my shots for a long time.
Man. But yeah, for me,
I had to be very careful to shoot like a meter away from my enemy.
the game plays so smooth, but I don't know, man. It was just like it was too much combat, and not enough of what makes Fallout good.
Yeah.
But let's go back to Star Wars.
You know what made this really good for me though? Seeing
it was great.
they did it in episode 7 too, but it was great that they continued doing it. They kept like the shitty costumes and the shitty like Jim Henson type animatronics and stuff. And I'm like,
that's one thing I hated in 7 was that fucking old lady.
yeah, that took me out.
That
of
character
it, but,
was fucking awful.
Maz.
but in this, they even had
She
like a
could
really
just-
tiny guy who with a gun, and he like runs up and he's
Yeah,
like,
but you know what's nice about him?
Do you know
is
who played him?
never fucking have to talk
Who?
to him.
Warwick Davis.
oh, did he? Warwick Davis played him. Oh, it's great. Warwick is gonna be in these movies till he dies.
That was in Harry Potter.
That's pretty funny. What's up?
But yeah, no, I really love how they continue to keep that style because that's what the
It's Star
prequels
Wars
didn't
feel.
have.
Yeah.
And it ruined the prequels because you'd see like these CGI alien faces.
It was
and
annoying
stuff,
that
and
everything was so shiny in the prequels.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But everything in this is it's kind of like a little jank in a way, and it's like
everything's
that's
going-
great.
Everything's turning a little fucked at
Yeah.
this point.
So who was your least favorite character, let's say?
At the start, it was the main guy, Goatee Man.
For sure.
He's played unlikable, but then you're like, he's all right. You come around, you're like, he's a shithead, but he does what he needs to do.
But like overall.
Overall, Lawrence Fishburne.
Wasn't your least favorite?
Yeah. Go! I cost too much to keep in this movie. It was.
I don't think
so-
it's actually Lawrence Fishburne. I think
don't.
it's somebody else.
I
But
think it's Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
I always get those two.
Lawrence
confused.
Fishburne's the
That's
other.
my racist moment. I always get like same when I'm watching like The Matrix. I
They
know
look
they're
the
two
same.
separate
No, I'm just
people.
kidding.
I know Forrest Whitaker and Lawrence Fishburne are two separate people that don't look anything alike, but my brain they're the same person.
Okay, so Cassian is who you were talking about.
Yeah, Cassian, where's Kid?
I just give them nicknames. There's Shooter Guy. There's Samoa
And it is
Guy.
Forrest Whitaker.
There's
Forrest Whitaker.
Blind
fucking
Guy.
horrible.
There's
Sakura.
Pilot
I lied
Guy.
because if it was fucking Lawrence Fishburne, he probably would have stuck around longer. He'd have been like, yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah. He's like, this could be assault on a precinct 13.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Forrest Whitaker's character, even though he's really interesting. I like these like good guy Darth Vader.
Yeah. Because he even has like
I
a little
fucking-
respirator thing.
The
he
fact
has
that he was
on.
such a big name really took it out of it for me. Because like everyone else is kind of not a super famous person.
Yeah.
And I like that in Star Wars because like everyone that's famous in Star Wars was famous from Star Wars.
That's true, yeah.
I like that it's kind of like that makes you feel like they're like just plucky people.
There's
But, like,
a lot of pretty
so-
big names in episode 7, though.
Yeah.
There was James Bond.
Yeah,
Again,
but
you guys aren't really selling
Daniel
me on
Craig.
episode 7. I fucking
They had
hated it.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
They had...
Who's the guy from Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, Simon Penn. He played multiple characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He played the guy on Ray's planet.
He's the fat guy that...
That's
fat
my
alien.
ship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic did good. I didn't know what to expect of him.
I thought we were talking about worst...
Yeah.
Or
Worst-
least favorite
worst.
characters.
But he already
Forrest
said-
Whitaker.
Worst.
Forrest
Yeah.
Whitaker. Worst character. Only because, again, takes you so out of the movie, and it's so obvious that it's like, this is how much screen time they could afford without going over what they wanted to pay me.
Who's the character that played the dad? Or played... He played in Hannibal.
But yeah, somewhat famous guy whose name I always
And he also looks exactly the same as his next role, which is in Great Wall with Matt Damon,
Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah.
fighting dragons.
I fucking want to see that. It
It's
looks good.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, he looks exactly the same in that movie as he does in this one. I think they just filmed it at the same time.
He's just like, yep,
So he's
this is
like,
good.
yeah, I'm just keeping the same look for both movies.
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
But,
that Great Wall movie looks dumb as hell. I'm looking
I think
forward to
my
it immensely.
least favorite character would have to be Pilot Guy.
Yeah, Pilot Guy's pretty bad too.
Pilot Guy was just basically useless through the entire movie.
Yeah.
The only time he was useful was getting them into the gate, and then
No, and connecting the thing.
I feel like
because he comes into his own as like a little hero before he dies. It's
Yeah.
great. He's like, I got to make up for the wrong I was doing by helping the Empire. I like.
well,
his-
he was already being a rebel.
Yeah, I know,
to
but I
help
like
him
that.
out,
He, like he
but-
talks about that, and he's like, I got to keep. He's like, I got to keep fighting for that now.
Yeah,
He's like, because he talks about that. He's like, has that whole thing. The dad, whatever the fucking name was.
yeah.
Glenn Erso.
Yeah. Fucking.
Was his name really Glenn?
I don't know.
No, it's
Glenn Erso,
it's something with a G.
Father
It's
of
not
the
Glenn.
Year. I think it was like
It's
Gerso or something. Or,
Gersource. It's me, Gersource.
no, I thought it started with an S.
No, I think it started with a G.
Gallon
Gallon.
Erso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you can't just have a cup, you have to have a gallon.
You have to have a gallon of Urso.
Yeah, he's a tall drink of water, that guy. Anyway, I like that like his character had like so much turnaround. He also, but that was like one of the frustrating parts of the movie was the fucking mind rape monster.
Yeah, you didn't
Why?
like that.
They just it shows up and then they're like, okay, never mention again.
Yeah.
It's going to drive you insane until
They mentioned that you're a
Cassius,
pilot.
shows up and says one word to you. Then this won't matter ever again.
Yeah.
Well, to be
I'm
fair,
not Lawrence Fishburne.
Even though Gabby thinks I am.
It's killer because then when it's pointed out to me, I'm like, man, this would be so much better if it was Lawrence Fishburne. When someone points out that it's Forrest Whitaker, every time I feel like that. I don't know what it is about him.
That was Forrest.
I feel like
Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker is like my poor man's Lawrence Fishburne.
He always plays like the same character. I'm the crippled whatever. I am the crippled
Fucked up
this.
crippled
I'm the
man.
crippled. I'm the crippled cop. I'm the crippled CIA agent. I'm like, it's great, but You're getting typecast now
Now you're
to be the crippled guy.
crippled forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's compare it. That is Lawrence Fishburne.
I don't. I already know they don't look alike.
And
It's
then-
just my brain.
This is Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, they don't fucking look the same at all. It's just in my brain. It's my one.
He looks more like Bernie Mac.
It's like my one racist idiosyncrasy.
Or no,
I
not
would
Bernie
say.
Mac. Who's the other one?
I told you I grew up in like a good old boy kind of household. So really, if my only thing is that I always wish that Forrest Whitaker was Lawrence Fishburne instead, I can live with that.
Cedric the Entertainer. That's who he looks
Yeah.
like. He looks like Cedric. I'm just saying.
I just never wanted to have to think about Cedric the Entertainer.
The last thing I saw him on was a commercial for like some disease or something.
Oh right, for some diabetes shit or something,
Yeah,
right?
I think
I
it
always
was.
forget about that.
Yeah, that's the last thing I've seen him on. He's
Yeah,
talking about
forget I
that
see
because
him,
he was
like, all
talking
the
about
time.
his dad. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's like the most human that Cedric
Yeah.
the Entertainer has ever appeared to me. So I'm like, yeah, this is great. He's an actual person. I just thought he was someone that made jokes that weren't funny.
Blind Guy was great.
Oh yeah, I also love that they were like.
How's your
very-
foot?
I love that they were just like gay as shit and they
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
do anything about it. There's
They were
like,
very much
he's like,
lovers.
there's no Jedi because we're gay as shit.
So kind of like Poe and what's his face? Poe in episode 7.
I didn't get as much of a homoerotic.
Finn and Poe?
Yeah.
Nah.
They're just buds, man.
They're just buds.
They flew that ship together and they saw some fucked up shit.
That's
They're just
not
bros.
what Finn's actor said.
I'm okay with them being gay too.
Yeah, if they turn out to be gay, great.
I just feel like there was like a chemistry between the characters. As dumb as that is to
The
say.
Samoa guy, and
Yeah, the
blind guy.
Yeah,
That's how I just because
Yeah, I just like.
I mean-
headcanon.
I just have to have nicknames for them. I can't remember their character names. They had literally the best part of this movie was the worst part of this movie that they gave none of the like main group
Much of a
very
backstory.
much backstory.
Yeah.
Story.
I love it.
They were just there
Everyone
because
just
they're
does.
like, just so you know, these guys are cannon fodder for episode 4.
Yeah, it's great.
That's pretty much all they are is cannon fodder for that movie that
I
happened.
can't get over how good this movie is.
It was actually really good.
I went into there. I was expecting just total garbage. I did not like 7.
I didn't know what to expect. I wanted it to be really good.
Now I'm excited for 8 because this was great.
Yeah.
And
Who directed this? Was this Abrams?
Gareth Edwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who's
it's
directing 8? It's fucking
Ryan
Abrams.
Johnson.
Yeah.
He did Looper. Gareth Edwards did
Looper's
Godzilla.
there.
And he also did Monsters. Monsters is
Which
a good movie.
Godzilla?
The newest one.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the new American Godzilla, but I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it.
it was only bad because they killed off like the most
Bryan
interesting
Cranston, Yeah,
character.
it's like wait, and then we have to see his stupid son instead.
And
I agree.
I
that
liked
was horrible.
his movie Monsters. The original one. He didn't do the sequel.
I didn't see
The
Monsters.
original one's good.
I didn't see it either.
But that's why I knew he could do good, because he does good at building characters. And you have to be good at writing people talking.
It was really
Which
good.
we know
Good
George
talking
Lucas is
in this
not a-
because they were like, it was very much like everyone was standoffish with each other, but they all had a similar goal, which was just to stop. They all had the same goal, and that's all that mattered to them, which
Yeah.
was great because they were like, nothing else matters. It's the only reason we're here, and we're all gonna die doing it. So, what's it fucking matter? It was great.
It was.
Also, I was pretty shocked that the entire planet had a shield around it.
Yeah, we've never seen that before.
I feel like the Death Star would have been doing a really good job if it had a giant shield.
It
around
does
it.
in
In episode 2, they
did
episode
they?
6,
Six,
yeah.
yeah.
Episode 6, they have a big one on.
That's
and that
why
makes
it
sense.
looks not fully constructed, because he's like, it's a trap. They got shields.
It's a trap.
Yeah, they have the shields on them.
That's true,
But they
yeah.
have
Star
to.
Killer has one too.
Yeah, it did.
So
yeah.
whatever it is that you need for a power for the generator for the shield, it must be something on a planet that you can't put on the spaceship in Star Wars canon, because they're never on top of. They're never in the ships. They're always on some fucking planet.
Well,
But
the way it gets taken down, that was really cool too.
Yeah.
When the Star
you use
Destroyers,
it-
they
yeah,
use
using
one
Star
ship to like
Destroyers.
push the
yeah, I fucking love.
deactivated Star Destroyer into another one.
I hate. Oh, that's the worst character. That's the only character where I was like, man, every time this guy was on the fucking screen, Big Chin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he was terrible
Fucking Big
too.
Chin was just like, it's like, just please
They could-
leave.
But he was meant to be
But he
like
was meant
the
to be
asshole.
Yeah, he played a good
I-
asshole. I fucking hated him, so I was like, just get off the screen, Big Chin.
Are we talking about like poor man's Admiral Akbar?
No,
The-
the guy, the white guy who's like,
The like
"Send the
general.
squad," like everything that bad that happened in that movie was from that guy being like, go blow shit up, go now.
He was the guy who interrogated
the guy
Jen at the very beginning,
Oh.
and
the guy who kept saying, like, the guy who kept wanting to kill everybody. He's
Oh,
like,
the
just
one
let's
that-
just kill him as fast as possible.
Yeah, the one that wanted Jin's father killed right away.
yeah,
Yeah, that guy, that
Yeah.
Dingleberry.
yeah, he was pretty bad.
He's the worst character. He's just, I know, like, they have to set in motion all that stuff, but
He literally makes all the problems for the entire
he
movie.
makes all the problems with their rebellion, which is a little bit frustrating.
We can't continue. All right, well,
Yeah,
we're
the
just gonna make a rogue squadron that goes and takes it out, and then we're gonna get you guys in here anyway.
The whole rebellion just being like, we can't do it now.
Again, it was really
Why?
cool that it was kind of an homage to D-Day.
D-Day
landing
/
at Normandy.
Vietnam.
It was
Yeah,
great because,
just them like,
and it was also
on a
very
beach landing.
reminiscent of the end of KOTOR.
And
always throughout their efforts.
it was awesome having the AT-ATs slowly walk into camera view, and they're like, we should fucking go.
Yeah, that was great. The slow reveal through the
Yeah.
smoke. That was.
And then he
cool.
tries to take
And
it
as
out with a
it's like-
rocket launcher, and it's just like,
Yeah, he's just like shit.
and they're like,
Yeah, that was great.
huh?
It bothered me that they were blown up so easily by the X-wings.
Yeah, that did bother me
the-
because
but I guess the snow speeders are crappier than X-wings.
Yeah.
but
Plus,
it just
yeah, the X-Wings are actually fighting actual, like, Star Destroyers and stuff. Where the snow speeders were made more for, like,
gooing around in the snow.
yeah, and animals
But
and stuff
I
like
liked
that.
how like intimidating they were in 5, and then when they show up in like the remasters of 6,
Yeah.
for some reason, those might be in the original. I don't think they are though. Do they have those walking around indoor?
Yes, just in the one scene where it
With
delivers
Luke and Vader or
Luke and
whatever.
Vader.
Yeah. I feel like it made those things like actually intimidating instead of looking like stupid dogs.
Mm.
And now they're like, no, they're just stupid dogs, yo.
So you're saying that is that another reason why you didn't like Episode 7 was because Rey lived in an AT-AT?
No, I just fucking hate episode 7 because I don't care about anyone and everything is just pushed together for the sake of the plot.
I do like in episode 7 though that it's like after everything happened, like years and years later, and they're like,
30 years.
so all this shit is like fucked up shit that's left behind by a war.
So
It's like every time we have a war and we have giant like
I-
battleships and shit.
So I like that, but I hate how everything's like a fucking legend. It's like it fucking happened in your parents' lifetime. It's not
Yeah.
a fucking legend.
That's true.
Did I tell you the legend of the time I ate a hoagie?
Dude, that happened yesterday.
Fucking, it's in the ages past. It's before your time. It's
I
Star
was
Wars
with
is kind
you
of
yesterday.
ever since the prequels. It's been like that because people are like, "Oh, Jedi are fucking myth," and it's like
Yeah.
it's been like you were a fucking kid when Jedi were around.
No, not really. Because the Jedi, let's see, between Episode 3 when the Jedi were actually around, which would have been 20 years plus an extra 30 years, so that's almost like 60, 70 years.
Well, but Luke had started an academy between then.
But
But-
it wasn't a big academy, it wasn't.
Oh no,
young.
I'm saying that's something that drove me nuts. Like, because in the original movies, they act like Jedi are just like this fucking myth. But it's like the prequel it was like 20 years, guys. You're all like in your 50s. Your whole life has been surrounded by Jedis. You fucking were on Coruscant. You're gonna tell me you didn't see one fucking Jedi?
I think where it's supposed to be that they're
that's
legends
prequel.
is
That's prequel problems.
it's more that
No.
like it's really far out planets. Like when
Yeah.
you go to the edge of the solar system and people are like, no, there was no fucking Jedi. It was just the rebels. The rebels defeated them.
Just like in Rey's original Jakku.
yeah.
That was so far on the outer rim that
Yeah, it's like the outer rim planets, but once you get close to like where they were actually fighting and where the Jedi
but if you look at it,
temples were and everything.
so the first Jedi temple is supposedly where Luke is
Yeah.
right now. The other Jedi temple was on Jeddah, which I thought was funny because that's a city in Saudi Arabia. So the whole time I was like, are they filming in Saudi Arabia? But anyway,
Probably not.
that
I thought
was a
Yavin
Jedi
was
temple.
Sith temples.
What?
I thought Yavin was Sith temples.
No, Jeddah was.
Not Jada. Yavin. You were talking about Yavin, weren't you?
No, I'm talking
Luke
about
being in the
Jeddah.
other one?
The planet they do the first test on because
Yeah.
it has the statues of the giant Jedi and
Yeah,
I want
first
more
Jedi.
Sith. I want more Sith in my
Okay,
life.
well then we need a super prequel because they're not gonna have that. I guess you could.
Can we
if you-
have faux Sith?
if you had
Just-
like a Plagueis movie?
Just go
If
back
you had,
and
like, a
do
Darth Vader
older Republic
movie?
movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
Darth Bane, the role of 2. You could do that.
I just want more after
I just
seeing
want-
Darth Vader fuck everyone up.
Yeah,
I
that
just
was-
want
that
KOTOR
was so
on
He's
his own.
way more badass than fucking Kylo Ren.
Well, yeah, he's back.
Kylo Ren like swings his sword like he's gonna like bust his arm. Darth Vader does it like he's like, I'm
singing in the blood.
singing in the rain of
Yeah,
blood.
Yeah.
You also
The rain of blood, the rain of darkness that I shall bring for 1,000 years.
you also see the training in Vader.
Mm.
He's been trained by
Yeah.
actual Jedi masters. He's been trained by one of the strongest Sith masters.
Kylo's got like half training and then some like giant
He's been trained.
hologram
I think he
telling
was
him the rest of his
trained
training.
for a couple years at max with Luke.
Yeah.
So pretty much nothing.
Yeah, he's still a Padawan,
depends.
basically.
Yeah.
He might have more because he
more
was
training
trained by
than Luke
like.
You had like fucking weak. You go, you're good.
That's true.
Go save everyone.
Luke was pretty much just a Padawan the entire time.
Yeah, but Luke really didn't, win a battle.
But he did go train with Yoda, who's the greatest.
He got his arm
Jedi
cut off
ever.
in 5, and then he decided to stop fighting Darth Vader, and then he would have died if it wasn't for Darth Vader. So
Yeah, I have a fucking
Let's
I
just
love
be
the
thankful
original movies.
Darth Vader. Just have a moment of.
Have a
let's
moment
just,
of
let's just clap
slaughter.
for Darth Vader.
Why you guys always clap? No one wants to listen to claps.
Good job, Vader. You're doing the world a service by being you. By
God,
existing.
Thank you, James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Your
That was
smooth-
also something.
your smooth, velvety voice. Even though he doesn't sound quite right to me.
Yeah, he doesn't sound as deep and like.
Just showing up, I appreciate it. I feel like every scene with Vader and it was great. Even with the
yeah.
I didn't like his snarkiness. That was a little too reminiscent of the prequels for me.
You want a key, Josh?
I want a spoon.
Don't use that. Those things are fragile as fuck. You will just like break shards of metal into your prayer.
Nah, I can't do with that. It's fine. Anyway. What else did we like about it?
I love that Vader was in a Bacta tank. That's just like how he
Oh,
hangs
yeah.
out. I talked to you guys about that afterwards, but that's like what Luke had to be in after being frostbitten and like
Attacked by the
Wampa
Wampa.
raped. Yeah, we don't know what Wampa did to him. He had him tied up. He's like, yeah, boy, I'm gonna do some stuff to you. And Luke's like, I gotta be in that for a few hours after basically being dead.
I think it was.
And
a few
Vader's just like,
days.
yeah, he had to be, just like he had to be in there for ages after almost dying.
But Vader has to go in
Vader's
there
just like-
every single
yeah,
day.
Vader's just like, this is how I spend my free time, guys. I'm just looking at bubbles.
Just flown in a tank.
Did it say what planet he was on? Because it looked like Mustafar.
It did, but I don't think they set the planet.
They did not.
It was. I was like, why would you go to the fucking
No,
planet
they
where you
did. They
built
did say what planet it was as it approached in.
Was it Mustafar?
it? It was not Mustafar. Because if it was Mustafar, I would have lost my shit at the theater. I didn't remember seeing it though.
No, I'm
Because I remember it because they were talking about it. And then they showed the planet and it showed the name. But then I was like, oh, they're going to a lava planet.
Like Mustafar.
See, planet. I wonder if there's a planets in Rogue One.
Rogue.
Rogue.
Every time I see the word rogue, I just want to say it like that.
I don't know if I can do it with it.
I got it most partially open, but
You really not have a bottle opener? Doesn't
My
Keegan have
phone
one?
died.
Your phone died?
Yeah, so I can't look up.
here.
Just search Rogue One.
So he's looking up. Now everyone's favorite part, the part where we Google.
Yep, pretty much. The part you guys don't get to see where we sit here and Google names because we can't remember it because we just saw it.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's
I guess it
Mustafar.
feels good when you get that in.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Keep calling her Jen, but it's Jin.
Jen Ersa, who's not Rey's
J-Y-N.
mom, and she is not the leader of the Knights of Ren.
She's just some smear on a planet.
Rogue One briefly takes us to Darth Vader's castle on a fiery planet. It's not located. It's Mustafar.
Do they say it in the film? Because I didn't see it. I feel like if I had seen the word Mustafar,
But Lucasfilm story group member Pablo Hidalgo confirmed on Twitter that Vader's castle.
Oh, the guy who wrote Book of Eli
any,
wrote the screenplay.
Yeah, it's not located just on any old lava planet. It's Mustafar.
Great.
So it is.
So
Mustafar.
it does connect it again.
It's weird that Mustafar has cooled down so much. Because
well, maybe there's different sections, like our ocean. So maybe,
or maybe it's the fact that Darth Vader built his castle there, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want it to be all lava right now.
yeah, that'd be great.
Because I fucking almost died in lava, but I still want it to be fucking creepy and have a lava river." Coming through my castle.
Well, it's clearly Mustafar, but I honestly thought that was just like something that the Empire was like carving in the planet to get resources. I was like, man, Empire is fucking badass. So that's a little bit of a bummer. That no, that's just Mustafar, dude. I'm like, ah.
Let's be honest. Any like evil empire that's like, what should we build to kill everyone with?
Just the murder station.
Yeah, let's make like a thing in space that kills everyone.
Just like a whole planet.
Yeah.
Designed just to murder.
Oh, okay. Can it move? Oh, yeah. Of course it can move.
I love that it
jumped. Yeah.
I know they kind like.
Can you jump to light speed? Of course you can in this giant thing.
Yeah.
Like even though it would probably kill everyone.
Well, it happens in 4, right? We know that it can do it, but it's never like specifically said that that's what happens in 4.
And then you actually get to see it in this one,
so
like moving around over the
Yeah.
horizon.
It was great.
What about when we got to see a guy that gets his hand cut off?
Oh yeah, it was great to see them.
So that was definitely a members berry moment.
Yeah,
but you can have one. Everyone gets one.
I mean, that's what it was.
7 was nothing but that.
And then they threw in R2 and C-3PO getting on ships from the Rebel base.
I think that's appropriate, though.
Inappropriate?
No, I think that was appropriate since they're in that setting at that time. It'd be weird if they weren't there.
Yeah, so we got to see Yavin 4 again.
Yeah, I love Yavin. I swear that's a Sith temple. There's like a huge war before KOTOR 1. It's like a big Sith temple. It's great. Because it's
It brought all the beautiful things, like the shots that we liked from the original series, but it made it feel more real.
Yeah.
Like it actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seeing an Imperial ship over top of the city and ships going up and down to it. It felt more real than 4, 5, and 6, but it also had the same feel as 4, 5, and 6 watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can just start at episode 3.
I can't believe I remembered that.
And just move on.
Yeah.
3, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean, you could really cut out 1 and 2 and just be fine with everything.
If they just would make an Exar Kun movie, I would lose my fucking mind.
What's Exar Kun?
He's a fallen Jedi. He fucking destroys the Old Republic, basically. Everything gets pulled into a civil war. It's like a fucking nightmare. That's when Revan becomes like a big war hero and everything. And then after the war is basically over, they go off into unknown space. Revan comes back as a fucking Sith. Shit gets fucked a second time. Man, you guys gotta go play KOTOR. It's the most Star Wars shit you'll ever see in your life. It's like everything that's good about the Star Wars stuff, where it's like super like in-depth lore and great characters, and it's like it's distilled. BioWare, man, be on their dicks forever. Fuck, so good.
All right, so anything before we close it up?
It's good. Go see it.
Yeah, you have to go see it.
If you hated 7 with a fiery passion like I did, still go see it. It was great.
And if you didn't hate 7 with a fiery passion,
if you liked 7, you'll love it. Yeah. If you didn't like 7, you'll probably still like
everything.
It hit every spot on a Star Wars movie.
It was great.
Yeah, I have no complaints about it. Well, I have tiny complaints.
I mean, it's very minor complaints what we're saying.
It's so good.
It might be like we're complaining about things, but we're just like
little bitty things.
Yeah,
there's so much good.
It's so good that the things that we don't like is like it's nitpicks. It's nothing. Yeah. It doesn't really matter in the scope of things. Like if you were to go watch episode 4 for the first time, you're like, it was good, but I fucking hated those hair buns. That's what it feels like for me. Like
I still hate her hair buns.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid, but that's what they did. That's like this movie. You're like, there's some stuff I don't like, but yeah,
So-
it's great. Fuck it.
Gabby, me rated it 3. Josh, what did you say?
I gotta wait till the second watching. I might put it at 2. I fucking
Really?
loved it. I really enjoyed it. Just
So
sincerely.
far, it's at 3. I'm just gonna say right.
Well, I'm
I have
putting
3
7
for sure.
if we count the new movies over
All
the
of them.
prequels, and
All of them.
Every movie.
7 is better than 3 for me, because it hit like the nostalgia things for me, and it also gave me like a what happens after those movies, but it wasn't as good as the original ones.
No.
Like seeing the original, but this one is probably better than 7 because it's a completely different story and it hit everything that I wanted it to do.
Yeah, I love
Because I
that it's
expected
more
a lot of things
character-driven.
about this.
and Disney had the balls to end it.
Yes, I was very glad that Disney actually had the balls to be like,
Nope.
no, everyone dies. When normally, even though they do Marvel stories where a lot of people die, they don't let anyone die.
It was great.
They let one person die. You know who it was? A bad guy.
Yeah. Honestly, what I thought is I thought they would have Jen survive it. So when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna broadcast," it's like, "Oh, I guess everyone's gonna fucking die." It's great.
Yep.
The only thing that
They're
bummed
like, nope. It gets broadcast, and then some
Everyone's
rebel
fucking
guy
dead.
brings the chip to
Leia,
Leia, and
yeah.
they're like, that's it.
My only thing, here's my teeny tiny complaint, because and it's just the internet for hyping me up. They said to talk about Vader murdering. I really wanted to just see him kill all the spies. If that had happened, this movie's like a 9 out of 10 for me right now. That'd been like an 11 out of 10.
I really would have loved to see like the Rogue One team have like gotten in and be getting it, and that's how they die.
Yeah,
because
that's what-
Vader is like
That's exactly what I'm saying.
like they're in with the
Everyone's
rebels,
like,
and then
yeah, like and Vader just comes and fucks up everything.
yeah,
and
and
they're
then you have like blind guy trying to fight him off with his staff, and
he's
Vader's
fucking
just
killed.
yeah.
Big guy's like, and Vader's like, dink. Yeah, it'd be great.
I would have fucking loved to watch Vader just rip them apart, but it was great to
It
see.
wouldn't give us the emotional
No,
moment that I think
but
we
it
were
would have
going
felt
for.
good.
I feel like what's his name, Cassius or whatever.
Cass, whatever.
Cassio
Shooter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shooter Guy and Jen, their deaths. I feel like I would have had zero impact change for me, but gay guys, yeah. Their death was like really.
That was more emotional than Jen and Shooter Guy
by
dying on
far.
a beach.
All right, so Shooter Guy was dying. I don't know why Jen was like, I'm just gonna die with you. There's a
She could have just been like, "No,
I
you're
didn't-
dying. I'm leaving."
Yeah.
I'm out of
But I think they had that moment of like, I feel something.
No.
But then they die,
yeah, it was
so
great.
they don't get to flip out.
I like it
that
because
love
she's
feeling.
like when he gets.
But then you got
when he
to
gets
see-
shot. She's like, no.
But you
I
got
gotta
to see the
finish
actual
this."
two.
And he's like, I came back for you. I love it. And then they just fucking die.
She looked incredibly happy with that in the end, but he, at the very end, looked back with complete remorse.
He's like, oh man,
Because he didn't win any of this shit.
everything I did, I didn't win.
He did all this underhanded
I thought
shit.
that
And he
was
wanted to be the
great.
victor. I loved it. Everything was good.
She looked on very happy, and he was like,
I don't think she was ever very happy through the movie up until that point.
no, yeah.
That's the other thing that's great is that he spends his like last thing being like reassuring, doing his like spy shit where he's like, yeah, it's gonna be okay.
The last thing he does is he looks back like, oh my god, what have I done?
I know, I love it because he comforts someone else right before he fucking kills him too.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect, right in character, right up till you vaporize, perfect.
Yep. Right up until you're dead.
Cause yeah, the guy's like, I can climb out of here. He's like, we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I love that at the beginning. He's like, "Don't, it's fine. You'll be fine."
Yeah, he just fucking kills him.
That movie, yeah, it's so good.
It's great. Go see it.
Go see it.
You've seen it? Go see it again.
Hope you guys enjoyed our
Super
post-
spoilers.
spoiler
Rogue One.
review of Rogue
Stream of
One.
consciousness nightmare.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, we know Blake liked it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Blake was supposed to come with us, but he went to the 9:00 showing because we couldn't get tickets for it. And
Yeah, we're
so
the fuck ups. Blake was
yeah,
the one who was
but,
on the ball. We were the fuck
he
ups.
really enjoyed it. What was his thing that he didn't like?
Your phone's dead.
Oh yeah, I don't think he said anything he didn't like.
Yeah, I think he, in general, just really
He
enjoyed
liked
it
every
too.
Darth Vader scene as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I
if you
said-
go for it, just to see, you have to go through the entire movie to see Darth Vader's like badass scene, but
It's good.
It's so worth it.
it's so worth seeing that right at the end. Like they saved the best for last. They're like, all right, Now you get to see Darth Vader kill everyone.
It's like I said, the only thing that bothered me was the dialogue with the fucking guy who was building the Death Star.
Don't choke on your ambition.
Not just that. There's the one earlier where he's like, "Well, I got a lot to attend to," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I'm not fucking important." It's like, what the shit is this? Don't act like the bad version of Vader. Act like the good version of Vader. Don't act like the prissy, whiny one that everyone fucking
That's why the end
hates.
was so good, because he didn't talk at all.
Yeah, that's the secret.
I mean,
Maybe he was also transitioning
Between being
from Anakin to
and now
It took
that his
20
plans
years of being Vader before he finally kicked in and he was good.
I don't know if you read like Sith Lord and stuff. I don't know if he's very sure of himself, and that's actually Palpatine puts him on Mustafar.
Oh no, that's
to
why
punish him.
he does
He's like,
everything he
look
does.
where you were defeated.
Fucking, you melted here? I know I melted here. Can we please go somewhere where it's not always on fire?
But we built you this really nice temple with your bubble bath
It
every
has
day.
Yeah, it has a ton of sand too on the second story.
Oh god.
Do you enjoy sand and lava?
Oh, it's so good.
Every time Palpatine comes to visit, he just like pulls it out of his pocket and just blows it in the little like breathing
Vader's
mask.
like,
He's
No,
like,
sand,
no,
it's getting everywhere.
my rebreather, I can't breathe it.
It's fucking sand.
Take your suit off for me. I get into some weird places then. Palpatine just wants to see him in that leathery outfit, and then also see him naked in a bubble bath all the time.
Yeah, he's like, let me see that pasty white skin, baby.
Also, it was great that you never see his actual face.
Yeah,
You
that-
only see
that
like
was-
the top of his head with all the
that's
wires stuck
just
in it.
like
do it.
the originals.
Yeah.
That's really how they should do it with all of those. Like, they should have just never shown Tarkin's face. That would have been great.
I was fine with Tarkin.
I know. I fucking hate Leia, though. Tarkin, I got over because he's a villain.
Yeah. So he's supposed to look creepy and like, I should be.
I should be
Not a
anywhere
good
but
person.
with this guy.
Yeah. Anytime you walk into the room, you're like,
I
this
feel,
is a bad dude.
this is a bad room to be in right now. But yeah, I like Tarkin because he's just a bad guy.
Yeah.
Tarkin's
He's-
a great character.
I like
He's
how
a good
every
character
time.
because he's just not a good person.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. Like, everyone else has to have a motivation, right?
He just
Everyone's
like threatens that.
And Tarkin's always so smooth and cool, even when White Cloak guy
yeah, he's
comes
just-
in and he's like,
He's great. Everyone, he's just like fucking
What was
cold
his
as
name?
ice, murder.
Krennic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
I
he-
actually really enjoyed him.
I did too, but he was like
You knew he wasn't gonna carry.
he
over,
was the
He was
anti-villain
right? Yeah.
that he was like trying to be so bad that he wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
I really want to be the bad guy.
What you would.
You're just not good enough to be the bad guy.
His hair was driving me nuts because he kept looking like shitty Han Solo hair in certain scenes, and I was
Yeah.
like,
He was
I was like,
better
get outta
than
here,
when he
Dan.
was in
So-
The Dark Knight Rises. Man,
Oh yeah, that's true. He was in that.
you feel like you're in control. Not anymore.
Suddenly I don't feel like I'm in control.
Does this give you power over me?
Alrighty, thank you everyone
Thank you.
for
Have a good
listening. And if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, hit that like button. If you went and saw it, tell us what your favorite things were from it.
and subscribe,
And
baby.
make sure you subscribe to the channel if you
Also,
enjoyed this
if you
video.
like Star Wars, go check out our actual Star
Yeah,
Wars
go
podcast.
go watch the previous video to this where we just talk about Star Wars for two hours.
Yeah, it's great.
If you couldn't tell, we really like it. But thank you for joining us, everybody, and we will see you all in the future.